Good morning, students. I hope you are all ready for today's class. We are going to discuss a very important chapter, manufacturing industries. Now, this topic is all around us, in everything we see and use every day. So today, we are going to understand how it all works.
Just look around you, right now in your classroom. The pen in your hand, the notebook you were writing in. Have you ever stopped and wondered, where did they come from? How were they made? Well, the journey from simple materials to the things we use is what manufacturing is all about. So, this is our plan for today. We will go step by step. First, we will understand what manufacturing actually is. Then, we will learn why factories are built in certain places. After that, we will classify the different industries in our country, India. Then, a very important topic, the pollution from industries. And finally, we will discuss how we can work towards a solution. Let's begin.
Okay, so let's start with our first section. Please pay close attention. What is manufacturing? We hear this word so often, but what does it really mean? Let's understand its definition.
Kindly note this point. This is the official definition and it is very important for your examination. Manufacturing is the production of goods in large quantities, after processing raw materials to make them more valuable. You must remember this.
Let me explain in simple words. It might sound complicated, but it's really not. Think about the shirt you are wearing. It started as cotton in a field. Through manufacturing, it became your shirt. I will give you one more easy example. The sugar we put in our tea, that comes from sugarcane. Turning sugarcane into sugar crystals, that is manufacturing. So we are taking a raw material and making a more valuable product from it.
Very good. Now that we understand what manufacturing is, let's move on. Have you ever wondered why some cities are famous for some industries? For example, why Jamshedpur is called the Steel City? There are specific reasons for this. This is a frequently asked question in exams, so listen carefully.
So, to set up an industry, it's not a random decision. It's like a puzzle. You need many pieces to fit together perfectly. First, you need the raw material to be nearby. You need workers or labor. You need money, which is capital. Of course, you need electricity or power. And you need a market where you can sell your goods. Sometimes government policies also help. That's why most sugar mills in India are in Uttar Pradesh, because sugarcane grows there. It just makes sense, doesn't it? It reduces the cost of transport.
Excellent. Now, let's understand the different types of industries. Not all industries are the same. We can classify them based on different criteria. Understanding this classification is very important to understand our country's economy. So let's see how we can do this.
Now, look at this table. It makes it very simple. One way to classify industries is by the raw material they use. If they use agricultural products like cotton or sugar, we call them agro-based industries. If they use minerals like iron ore, they are mineral-based industries, for example, an iron and steel plant. Another way is based on ownership. If the government owns the industry, like BHEL or SAIL, it is a public sector industry. If it is owned by private individuals, like Tisco or Bajaj Allo, then it is a private sector industry.
All right, we have seen how useful industries are. They give us so many things and create jobs. But students, there is another side to this story. All this industrial activity has also caused a lot of damage to our environment. This is a very serious challenge we are facing today.
As you can see here, industrial pollution is of four main types. The biggest problems are air pollution from the smoke coming out of chimneys and water pollution from dirty water and chemicals that are released into our rivers. Then there is also land pollution from dumping waste and even noise pollution from the sound of machines.
So what is the solution to this big problem? Do we stop all industries? No, that is not the answer. The answer is something called sustainable development. This is a very important concept. It means we should have development, but not at the cost of our environment. We must meet our needs today without destroying the future for the next generations.
So how can we do this? There are some practical steps. For water pollution, industries can use less water by reusing and recycling it. They must also treat the dirty, hot water before releasing it into rivers. For air pollution, they can put filters on their chimneys to catch the harmful particles. And for noise pollution, they can put silencers on machines, just like we have in our vehicles. These are all possible solutions.
So, let's quickly revise the main points from today's class. You must remember this for your examination. First, the definition of manufacturing. Second, the factors for deciding an industry's location, especially the availability of raw material.
Third, the classification of industries. Remember, agro-based versus mineral-based, and public versus private sector. And finally, what is sustainable development and how we can achieve it?
Now, for your homework, I want you to think about this. Is there any industry in your local area, near your home? What type of industry is it? Is it agro-based or mineral-based? And think, what can that factory do to cause less pollution and be more sustainable? Think about it. I hope this is clear to everyone.
फ्यूचर का टाइम आ गया है, ब्रांड प्रमोशन का नेक्स्ट लेवल। वेलकम टू नेक्स्ट जेन प्रोमो। आज का मार्केट डिजिटल है, कंपटीशन भी क्रिटिकल है। सिर्फ प्रोडक्ट से काम नहीं, प्रमोशन होना विजिबल है। हम लाए स्ट्रैटेजी स्मार्ट, क्रिएटिव विजुअल्स, पावरफुल स्टार्ट। ब्रांड को मिलेगी स्ट्रॉन्ग आइडेंटिटी, मार्केट में बनेगी ऑथोरिटी। नेक्स्ट जेन प्रोमो, नेक्स्ट जेन ग्रो। ब्रांड को मिले फ्यूचर का बूस्ट। नेक्स्ट जेन प्रोमो, स्मार्ट प्रमोशन, डिजिटल वर्ल्ड में स्ट्रॉन्ग पोजीशन। स्टार्टअप हो या बिजनेस बड़ा, हर ब्रांड को चाहिए नया पड़ाव। स्टोरी टेलिंग से इंपैक्ट क्रिएट, ऑडियंस कनेक्ट, दैट इज ग्रेट। वीडियो एड्स, ब्रांड इन्फ्लो, हर प्लेटफॉर्म पे ब्रांड को ग्रो। नेक्स्ट जनरेशन मार्केटिंग प्लान, यही है सक्सेस का न्यू स्कैन। नेक्स्ट जेन प्रोमो, डोंट जस्ट प्रमोट, प्रमोट स्मार्ट, प्रमोट नेक्स्ट जेन।
आज के समय में सिर्फ रिज्यूमे बनाना काफी नहीं है। जरूरी है कि लोग आपको समझें, आपकी स्किल्स को जानें और आपकी कहानी सुने। आज सोशल मीडिया पर जो दिखता है वही बिकता है। इसीलिए हम लाए हैं रिज्यूम एक्सप्लेनेशन वीडियो सर्विस, जहां आपका रिज्यूम ये प्रोफेशनल तरीके से ये आसान भाषा में समझाया जाता है। दिखो, इससे बनती है आपकी करियर रेपुटेशन और मजबूत होती है आपकी सोशल रेपुटेशन। जब आप अपना रिज्यूम वीडियो सोशल मीडिया पर शेयर करते हैं तो लोग आपको सिर्फ नाम से नहीं, आपकी काबिलियत से पहचानते हैं। क्योंकि आपकी पहचान मायने रखती है। क्योंकि आपकी पहचान मायने रखती है।